Well, finally. Good Lord. This has been sitting in my to be read pile for a couple of weeks now. And my gal pal is here. She's all for it. She's like, okay, mommy, let's get with it. Alright, so I haven't decided whether I'm going to drop this today or drop it when it's supposed to be dropped. Because I'm trying to decide. It might be more pertinent today than when it's supposed to be dropped. And the problem is, I wanted to talk about this other book that I just read, and I put the video up, but the videos are not going to be shown for a while yet. So the comparisons won't make sense. Oh wait, well the other video dropped, so that might be good. So anyways, hey, welcome to the D. Louise book series. I'm Christina, Kristina. This is where we read books, talk about books, no special effects, no theme music, no fancy schmancy stuff going on here. Damn, I don't know what that squeak is. But anyways, my gal pal here, she's like, all right, mommy, let's get to it. And I'm telling you, so like, without the book, she was over there. I opened this book and she was all over me like white on rice. Like, dang! Just because I opened the book. There's another book over there. There's another book that I'm reading that will start showing up in a couple weeks on the channel. We're going to be talking about that soon too. But anyways, here we got Stolen in Death. Eve Dallas is a lieutenant in the New York City Police and Security Department. Her husband is Roarke. Peabody is her partner. Feeney is a former mentor and now captain of EDD. McNabb is Peabody's real-life partner, but he's also a detective in EDD. Roarke is Eve's multi-billionaire owning the world husband. Whitney is her chief Tibble, and Whitney is her head, and then Tibble is the big head. And we've got Mavis and Leonardo. Mavis is a singer. Leonardo is a designer. Nadine is a reporter. We hear of Trina, but we don't see her this book. Baxter, Trueheart, Jenkinson. We see some of those people. So all her officers in her department. It's missing. All right, and before I get guided here, I forgot to say this in the beginning. Spoilers! Be prepared for spoilers. Lots and lots and lots and lots of spoilers. So, we're cleaning up a small character issue that happened a while ago. Wait a second. So, we let this character go many books ago. And we haven't thought about this character in a while. This character has returned to get revenge. Okay, so it's missing. When we do this, and we will do this book again in about a year for on Saturday, because we are doing Eve Dallas every single Saturday. We're reading it. We're spoiling characters. I did review all the books a couple of years ago. They're in-depth D. Louise book series. I've got them all in there. And we are every single Saturday. We are discussing characters. The first time I did them, I did a plot review. This time, I'm not ignoring the plot completely. We are just talking about character progression from book to book to book to book. Because I am a series person, and this is my favorite series. And there's a website, a Facebook page, where we talk about these people like they're real. But anyways. So when we do this book next year, it might be a shorter video than some of the other ones. There's some ones, the earlier books have a lot. Some of the later books have quite a bit. In fact, my favorite book has quite a bit. But this doesn't have as much as normal, and I was missing it. I was missing Peabody. Yeah, she's in it. I was missing Peabody. I was missing a lot of stuff that happens in the average book. This book also takes place in a shorter period of time. And we have the invader of Abernathy from Interpol. And we don't have too much interaction with him. He's like an extra. And normally when we have an invader, we have quite a bit with the invader. But we didn't have that this time around. What we do have, and I have to bring up a point. I missed the interaction with Nadine. There was a couple of points in the book where I was waiting for Nadine to call Eve, and she didn't. Yes, ma'am. You're driving me crazy. What? 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 Yes, ma'am. There was a couple of points in the book where I thought she was going to be calling Eve to ask her about certain stuff, and she didn't. So I was missing that. I was missing a lot of interaction. I was missing the interaction in the department. I was missing quite a few things. We did get a lot of Roarke. I mean, Roarke is in this book more than he was a major factor in New York to Dallas too. That was a big, huge book. And there's quite a few books, but that was probably mostly, well, no, because there were other people in it. But he was really front and center in this one. I mean, more front and center than normal, I think. A lot more front and center. And there was little pieces, just smidgens of pieces that I was missing. So my notes, yeah, I wanted a little more. Yes, all right. Yes, the beginning chapter was the best chapter of the whole book. But let me see what my notes say. Yeah, so I think I said most of what my notes said. I wanted more. I wanted a lot more. There was so much missing. Well, on the other hand, it was a shorter period of time. So we didn't get Peabody and Eve in the car too much. We didn't get the one-liners too much. We didn't get too many of our cute little conversations about the house or what's going on there. We got our big chunk in chapter 1, and we left it in chapter 1, and I'm like, can we do some more? I want some more. More, please. But anyways, we did get a ton of Roarke, though. A ton of Roarke. We got a little bit of Somerset. We didn't get our normal corpse from him either. So, that was kind of, we didn't get our panic visit from Roarke after the situation happened. I was kind of missing that. Although, everything turned, spoilers! So anyways, yes ma'am. What's going on here? So, let's talk about it. So, this really massively rich guy, and in May, please check out my review of the Paradise Problem. I did talk about the Paradise Problem a couple weeks ago. 28 days in February, 28 romance novels. And I got intrigued by the Paradise Problem, and I did read it, and that was one of the reasons my delay in reading this book. And the review will show up in a month or so. I do read a lot. So I still haven't decided when I'm going to air this. But this rich, really massively rich guy, and there is a paragraph in Paradise Problem that fits this book to a T. It's a short little paragraph, and the characters in Paradise Problem remind me of the situation in here. Christina Lawrence. check it out. And if you please check out my review of that book too. It reminds me of the situation where the paragraph was these people are rich enough and powerful enough that the honeymoon couple in Paradise Problem, the rental unit had to be canceled because of burst pipes. And the father goes, well, I'll just buy you a house and you can go there. And the lead character goes, there are people starving. There are people choosing between medicine and food right now. And your father just bought a house without even thinking twice about it. Just like, oh yeah, let's just buy you a house. You can vacation in it. So that was one thing that reminded me of this. The other thing in Paradise Problem is the same situation in here. And this is a huge spoiler. Spoil. In Paradise Problem, you had a group of siblings, 3 of them. And the middle child, the father favored the middle child and wanted the middle child to take over the business. And the eldest wanted to take over the business because they were the eldest. And the middle child said, no. I want to do XYZ. I'm doing XYZ. XYZ is where I'm going to stay. The father didn't hear XYZ. And the eldest child believed the father. I've been in a situation like that where the father tells one child one thing and another child another thing. And one child understands that the father is lying to the second child. But the second child is like, nope, what he says is gospel. And the oldest child coveted what the second child was going to get. And it caused a lot of problems. So you'll have to see what happens in Paradise Problem in a couple weeks. But in this book, the second child feels they deserve much, much more. So there's this rich guy, massively billions rich, and he owns gazillions. And he dies at over 100. And after he dies, they were doing some reconstruction in one of the rooms. One of the workmen triggered a wall. It opened it up, revealed the vault, and the existing child, the heir to the estate, finally found the combination for it, opened the safe up, and there was kabillions of dollars in jewels that no one knew about. The old man hired people to steal this stuff and then stored it in his safe. And he knew he had it, and he never told anybody else he had it. He never shared that he had the more. He never shared any of the more with anybody. And so the son, once he discovered all that, he had several people working on ways to find out where this stuff was stolen from and to return it under the covers. And there was somebody that was not happy with that situation, did not want these items, someone else getting the credit for returning these items. Someone else didn't think the idea of returning these items was a good idea. Someone else had other ideas. And our spoil, blast from the past, the lovely Magdalena shows up. And Magdalena's got other ideas because she wants to go after Roarke. And she wants to stick it to him. And if killing Eve might be one of the ways she can stick it to him. And revealing to the world that he is the original thief for the stuff that was stolen. So Magdalena's got some stuff in her pocket, and she wants to reveal that she wants to use this as blackmail over Roarke. That's the reason why these particular jewels were stolen and nothing else was stolen, was because of Magdalena. And we also have the sibling who wants revenge. And the son is trying to do all this really, really good stuff. But somebody else doesn't think he should be doing this stuff. So they arrange a theft of the stuff. And the thief is giving the security codes, the code to the vault. Who did this? Who knew this information besides 2 or 3 people in the immediate family ring? And the thief breaks in, takes just those particular pieces, leaves the rest of it, and leaves. And someone else decides, you know what? This is a really good time to get rid of the son, too. Click! Bang the head. Set the whole family up. So it looks like the thief or robbery gone wrong or robbery interrupted. And the son gets killed too. Why was the son killed? Spoiler alert, it might have been sibling rivalry, like Paradise Problem. That's why it just reminded me of stuff. It might not be. It could be. Who wanted this guy dead? He was such a good guy. He was really good with the servants and stuff like that. So we spent a lot of time with Roarke, telling Eve about how he stole these jewels and how he covered his tracks and no one knows he did it and the world believes it was a group of people and he did it all by himself and he was barely 18 years old when he stole all this stuff. And then there's a lot of some rushing towards the end here, rushing to put it together, rushing. There were some really cute moments when we do the characterization a year from now. There's a couple. Whitney cracks the life out of me. I just giggle something terrible when I read that page on Whitney. We will do that in character spoilerizations next year. There's a couple of good quotes in here that we will use for characterization next year. I'm thinking the next book, the one that comes out in September, may be the arrival of number 2. We've been waiting for the arrival of number 2 for pretty while now. And I also neglected in the beginning to show you the vault. It says there are several 4-digit vault codes hidden throughout this image. Use these codes to find specific letters throughout this book and put them in the right order to reveal the title of the next in-depth book. So what do you think? Well, it's been revealed in real life, so you can't do this. But it's F. Why? In depth. So still haven't decided if I'm gonna do this. I might do this today. I've got quite a few going out today. So there you go. Stolen in death. I want more. I want more. I want so much more. And the ending is a typical ending, although I would have liked more there, like an extra page or two after that, after they do all the interviews. But at least we got the interviews. And I would have liked more interaction, more discussion with Mira, more discussion with Peabody, more give and take. The discussions, the interrogations went too quickly for me. I wanted more. I wanted a lot more. All right, so have a good one.